make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try to get the edge with a toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Going to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there to force the TFL.
They're setting up the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The run from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes the grab down the middle. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
1 They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It'll be a draw. Nice move there. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll go to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Right back to the well. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Give to the fullback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
On the option. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's McKinney. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Lobos will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Lobos. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the quick grab. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Check.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
Come on, set.
The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Lobos want to pick up the tempo. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Lobos will punt this one away. And the returner will be knocked down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Lobos will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Wyoming. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll run the option. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Great complementary football. How about the offense punching in the two-point conversion? Defense, scoop and score for the touchdown. The whole football team working together. Everybody looking good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the bat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the 3rd, 4th down they've been able to convert.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Lobos decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. They go to the ground. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Dances away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
This This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna sling it on second down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls it in. It's Terrell. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 43 in punt formation to kick it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
First down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10.
And with the lead in the 4th quarter, this offense has to run the ball, and it's not just going to be the tailback. That time they give it to the fullback. Don't be surprised if you see the quarterback, maybe even receivers running it here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get.